What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, and I am back with my NFL DFS contenders for Sunday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, only place that you can get any updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock. Let me know in the comment section who's your favorite play? Who's your least favorite play? What do you see that I'm saying that you don't agree with? What do you agree with? I want to know all of it. Let me know in the comment section. And finally, shout out to PrizePicks for being the sponsor of this video. If you click the link in the description of this video, sign up at PrizePicks, you will get up to $100 on your first deposit. So if you put in $50, they're going to match it with 50. But if you put in 100, they will match with $100. Plenty of tools at Stokastic.com that will help you out at PrizePicks. Now, we round out the bottom of my top 10 with Julio Jones, Tony Pollard, Noah Brown, Ezekiel Elliott, and Dalton Schultz on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm taking a look at Mike Evans. He's 10,600, projected for 16.5 fantasy points. Tampa Bay, 2.5 point favorites against Dallas. The line is 50 right now, so plenty of opportunities for offense here. He's got a 20% chance to go for north of 30 fantasy points. 34% chance, though, to be under 10. I got him in the optimal captain spot 8% of the time. Optimal at utility 32% of the time. So you get him in the optimal lineup 40% in aggregate. That's about where the field is right now. He's going to have all the opportunities in the world tonight. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't have a lot to say. We know how big of a big play threat Mike Evans is. You want him to get in the end zone and should be a huge target for Tom Brady. But at the same time, 10,600 is a pretty sizable price tag, and that's why we don't see Mike Evans crossing that coin flip barrier. 40% of the time he's in the optimal, which means 60% of the time he isn't. Is he a great play? Absolutely. Is he one of the 5 best plays? He is indeed. But still, half of the time, he's not going to be in your optimal lineup. CeeDee Lamb, on the other hand, coming in at number 4, is just about at that coin flip range. 10,400, projected for 17.7 fantasy points. Dallas, 2.5 point dogs. Obviously, there's only one line in this one. You expect just a ton of volume here from a passing perspective, whether it's Lamb or Evans. Either direction, you expect both teams to sling it. And that is exactly the thought process that I am taking when building these lineups. 29% chance for Lamb to go for more than 30, 26% chance that he goes for less than 10. He's your optimal captain 13% of the time. He's optimal at utility 35% of the time. Just enough to edge Mike Evans. 48% likelihood that he's just in the optimal, just shy of the coin flip range for Lamb, my number 4. In at number 3, this would be my favorite play for tonight. That would be $8,600 Leonard Fournette, projected for 17.5 fantasy points. He goes north of 30, 22% of the time. He's your optimal captain 12% of the time, utility 47%. So that means he's almost a coin flip just at the utility. That doesn't even add in to his captain odds. For right now, I am going to be over the field both from a captain perspective and utility perspective. He's my favorite GPP play from this game. I think the public is a little light on Fournette right now. I know Fournette wasn't very light a couple of weeks ago, but 8,600, this price tag works. Now, it's a range that you don't normally see. I don't think it matters. Look how big of a gap we saw between Lamb and Fournette. We jumped up to a very clear different tier, and I want you guys to be able to take advantage of it. Leonard Fournette looks fantastic. The only thing stopping him from being one of the the top 2 plays is the fact that he's not a quarterback in a shootout. Because we're jumping up in tier again at number 2 for Dak Prescott, 10,200, projected for 20.5. You know he's going to be throwing. You know he has a ton of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. North of 30 fantasy points, 30% of the time. You're just expecting a ton of scoring here. Very, very low ultra bust possibility, less than 10 fantasy points, just 5% of the time. He's your optimal captain 15% of the time. He's your optimal utility play 53% of the time, which means Prescott just at utility is better than a coin flip. 68% likelihood, one shy of 69, which would have been nice, but 68% likelihood Dak Prescott is in your optimal lineup. Looks absolutely fantastic. I don't have a bad thing to say about him here. He's going to be in 2/3 of the optimals that happened today, or 2/3 of a chance to be in the optimal. Looks great, just not enough. to get to a very obvious number one play. Before we get to that number one contender, however, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, in the comment section. Let me know what you like, sign up at PrizePicks. It's all that good stuff, but I had to remind you one last time. Here we go. Tom Brady once again at the top spot. 10K projected for 22 fantasy points. 37% likelihood to score more than 30 fantasy points here. 20% likelihood to be your optimal captain. That's a bit higher than the public has it. So if you like Tom Brady at captain, go for it. 52% chance to be in the optimal at the utility. Gets him to 72%. Just edges out Dak Prescott. Love both of these guys. One of these days, Tom Brady's going to age. Although, based on the way that he's changing his body, who knows when that's going to happen. But for now, I'm going to continue treating Tom Brady like he's just a really, really good fantasy option. I don't care how old he is any longer, because even at that age, Tom Brady is the number one contender for tonight's slate. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NFL DFS contenders on DraftKings for Sunday Night Football, Bucs and Cowboys. There's a FanDuel version of this video around here somewhere, so make sure you check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Best of luck on the main slate. Best of luck for Showdown tonight. I will be back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.